What is up guys, the Coollector 19 here, and today we have priced the Shoto Todoroki of the My Hero Academia Go and Go line, an Ichiban Kuji series by Bandai. So, here we go. Before we get started with the review, I just want to show this off, this Prize F from also the same line, Go and Go by Ichiban Kuji and by Bandai. So this one is the Prize F, like I said, a glass or a shot glass. You can get any one of these designs inside the box. So this one is also random, but I have seen this, or I have seen the content before I made this video. So just for the sake of showing it off, I'll just take this out of the box and show you what we got from this Prize F. So we have here not a character glass, but multiple character glass. So class 1A, you can see class 1A there with all of the design. Very nice design indeed. So you can see some of the notable characters from the show, from the class, or from class 1A, from their section. Oh, I forgot. I thought this was just a blank space here. I forgot Toro Hagakure is an invisible girl, so she's also part of class 1A. I really thought this was a blank space there. So that's the glass that we got from Prize F of the Ichiban Kuji series, or My Hero Academia Go and Go. So this one I didn't purchase. This was a freebie with the figure. So let's get into the figure review. Again, we have here Prize D Shoto Todoroki, or Roaring Freeze in English. If you translate Shoto Todoroki to English, it's Roaring Freeze. It's the same thing that I've been seeing with the translations whenever I use the translate feature in my phone's browser. Whenever I purchase off Mercari Japan, it's always Roaring Freeze. So I guess that's the English term for Shoto Todoroki, Roaring Freeze. So again, Prize D, My Hero Academia name there. You can see Shoto Todoroki text here, the Go and Go line logo there. So we have the Ichiban Kuji logo there, and of course the Bandai logo on the bottom right. On the other side, we can see a lot of Japanese text, a QR code there for the Ichiban Kuji Club, or the website for Ichiban Kuji, the Japanese website. A lot of Japanese text here which I don't understand because I haven't learned speaking Japanese. I will though in the future. So a headshot there of Shoto Todoroki there. And on the back we can see the whole wave, or the whole set of the figures. So I only have Bakugo from this set, and of course this one, Shoto. And I'm be getting Deku in the future since I want to complete the trio from this line, and I'm making a trio shrine for the collection. And of course Ochako and Shinso Hitoshi. On the other side, we can see a grayscale shot of the figure Shoto Todoroki, My Hero Academia, with the blue line there, and on the left and bottom parts. On top, we can see two shades of blue there, Shoto Todoroki, the barcode or the price tag for the figure, I guess. And of course the Toho licensing seal, meaning that this is a legit figure by Bandai since it's also licensed by Toho. And on the bottom, we have nothing there. So that's it for the box art, guys, and now let's take the figure out of the box, review it, take a closer look at its features, its details, and let's gaze on how awesome and how iconic this figure is. So okay, we have now the parts out of the plastic packaging, and let us assemble them real quick. So it doesn't require that sophisticated assembly. You'll just have to plug this ice part into his foot there. Very basic, very easy, and there. So this icicle parts will serve as his stand. So make sure it stays in very tightly, very securely, and there. Wow, this figure is awesome. So we have now Prize D Shoto Todoroki out of the box, and I gotta say that this figure exceeds my expectation. So of course it doesn't look exactly the way you imagine it when you watched it on YouTube. but it gives you either an impressive opinion or an underwhelming opinion, in my opinion. Yeah, play on words. I hope you get what I mean. So this one exceeds my expectation. As I have mentioned, it looks better in person, I gotta say that. So we have, again, Todoroki, very fierce there. He's very angry. He's unleashing his inner endeavor side there, igniting the flames that he got from his father's quirk, Hell Flame. And of course, the ice quirk he got from his mother there. So let's take a closer look at the details. This one is my favorite part of the figure, as always, since I'm a huge fan of effect pieces, most especially when the effect pieces or the effect piece has a translucent effect to it. The ice part there, which serves as his base. So I guess, I don't know, but there's a little blue powder or something on the base there. It's like, I think that's paint wearing off, but nonetheless, it doesn't bother me that much. But it looks like it's somehow, the paint's fading or it turns to powder for some reason. But yeah, it looks good since it looks more of a battle damage effect to it. So there, a 360 look at the figure. Very cool indeed. I like the wrinkles on his suit. There, look at Shoto's face, very fierce. He's very angry. I really love the sculpt of this figure. This one tops the hero versus villains Shoto. Also, no, I think that's price C of that line. I really like the wearings or the weatherings for his vest here. It really looks nice. It looks like it really is battle damage. It's seen better days. This is one thing that I love about Ichiban Kuji figures. The weatherings, the highlights are awesome. They give more life to the character. It doesn't just give justice to the character, but it also gives more depth, more realism, and this one is partially glossy. The boots, so awesome figure. I really love this figure. Probably my number 2 favorite from the wave. And of course, Bakugo always being the top one. So, Shoto Todoroki, Prize D of the Go and Go line by Ichiban Kuji. So this Ichiban Kuji My Hero Academia Go and Go Shoto Todoroki is standing at 7.5 inches tall, and I gotta say that's a quite the tall figure. He has good scale, he has good proportions, and he has good height. And yeah, Bakugo being the tallest figure from the set since he has a dynamic stand on. But this one has a nice scale to it. I really like it. It doesn't look small, it doesn't look big. It's really in the middle there. So this time I'll be bringing in other figures from the collection to compare the size and scale of this Ichiban Kuji Prize D Shoto Todoroki to those figures. So let's go. So first up, we have the Ichiban Kuji Prize D Shoto Todoroki side by side with the Band Presto Texture Volume Number 4, also Shoto Todoroki. And I gotta say, and this will be the first time that I realized that the texture is on scale with the Go and Go figures. So looking at them closely, I realized and I noticed that they both have the same scale and proportion. So this one looks good side by side. And since Todoroki here, this figure is standing on his feet without a dynamic base on, unlike Deku and Bakugo, you can really tell and you can really see the similarities of the two. You can see that they both have the same scale and the same height. If ever this Todoroki, the Go and Go Todoroki, is standing on his own 2 feet without this ice base, they'll pretty much stand at the same height. And I really like that these figures have a 1-to-1 scale to each other. And they also have a relatively close color schemes and color accents, color palettes. So you won't basically see any difference of the two when it comes to the paint job, because the hues and the palettes are of the same range. So I really like it, and yeah, they scale well side by side. Awesome figures. Probably my favorite Shoto figures in the collection. Well, technically they are the only Shoto figures that I have, but yeah, they look good side by side, and I really like that they scale well with each other. And finally, we have the Shoto Todoroki Prize D side by side with Prize A of the Hero vs Villains, Izuku Midoriya. So this one is a thing that bums me out real big time. Not big time, but it bums me out, since I really thought that the Go and Go line and the Hero vs Villains line are of the same scale, because I'm really looking forward to build a display where I have this Deku from the Hero vs Villains line side by side with the Bakugo and Shoto Todoroki from the Go and Go line, since I'm more of a fan of the Deku from the Hero vs Villains compared to the Go and Go line. But like I said earlier, I'll be getting that Go and Go Deku as well, so that I can pose it side by side with Shoto and Bakugo, since they are of the same scale. I didn't know that the Hero vs Villains line is far smaller compared to the Go and Go. They won't scale well, they won't look good side by side, because they have different sizes and they have different scales. But nonetheless, this Deku figure is awesome. I really like this compared to the Go and Go Deku, since this has more detail. This has more, I'm a fan of the effect pieces that this one comes with, unlike the other Deku. But yeah, I need to get that one so that I can complete the trio from the Go and Go line. But yeah, that's the difference of the two lines. They don't scale well, or this one is way smaller compared to the Go and Go. So that is it for the review for the Ichiban Kuji My Hero Academia Go and Go Prize D Shoto Todoroki. And final thoughts about the figure. I love it. The only thing that's bugging me, it's not a big of a deal, but it's still bugging me. It's the wearing off of this paint here. I'm guessing it's because of the temperature, room temperature, or the climate. I think it's affected by that, but it's not a big of a deal, like I said. It's just something that like I said, I'll be treating it as a battle damage effect to the figure. But yeah, it'll pass. Again, this figure is awesome. I love it. I love the flame parts, the effect pieces, the sculpt. The sculpt is really on point. It looks like Shoto. The wrinkles, more detail, more depth. And of course, the part where it has weathering. So they didn't need to do that. They didn't have to do that, but they did. It gives more realism, more depth, more character. It brings the figure to life. So there. So again, that is it guys for another review in the channel. So if you're interested where I got this figure from, I got it off Kimi No Japan Shop. So this is my third figure, Ichiban Kuji figure from them. And I hope it wouldn't be the last. So again, thank you so much Kimi No Japan Shop. If you guys want to purchase your figures off their shop, I will leave their Facebook page in the description below. So make sure to check them out. And of course, watch their live sellings. They do occasional live sellings. So that is it guys for another review in the channel. Always, if you have enjoyed the video, smash that like button and hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. I post videos on Wednesdays and on Saturdays, or better yet, hit that notification bell so you'll always get notified every time I make an upload. Also, you can check me out in my social media accounts. All of the links are linked in the description below. I'm sorry for the vehicles outside, guys. So once again, guys, this has been the Coollector and this has been Shoto Todoroki. Thanks for watching. Let's collect plus ultra, and I'll see you in the next video.
What?